Hi guys. So I decided to make this vlog because I felt compelled. I don't know, I just had a feeling, like you just have a feeling when you trust your feeling it's been right. This is probably going to be the third time in a row now I'm right. I just make that initial vlog and I just have a feeling, and I just, just in case, you never know. I was right about Texas. I was right about this world thing. So you know what? Just, you never know. I'm just making this because it's something's been building up on me lately. I'm like, you gotta trust that feeling. So anyway, instead of just sitting here and telling you what you should get, what you should prepare for, what you should stock up and supply, I'm actually gonna show you, and I actually brought the things. So it's like the top 10 to 15 things. I really had to shrink it down to make people like really narrow their pinpoint and view their thinking of like, okay, what do I really need? Like, let's say power goes out. What do you need at home? I recommended paper clips once. You never know, because you may need to hang some like dry meat or something from the freezer, or like, if you have to be outside and like cook food and stuff like that, it's very helpful maybe to carry here, like to hook up to your pants. So you guys found that advice grateful. I'm a prepper, I'm a supplier kind of type person, although I don't have like the space necessarily. I guess I do, but like I don't want my whole house to be like bombarded with canned goods and prepping supplies, but I am working on it. Why is that? Oh my god, my skin is so dry there. Weird. Like, oh, there's something in the water. I swear, like, sometimes my skin gets so dry. Anyway, so I wanted to shrink this down to make you aware that, like, you never know. So what essential supplies you need for your home, or if you have to leave, like, ASAP, okay? So these are the top few I picked, in case of any, you never know, emergency. So this is number one I'd probably recommend. We need water. You can't survive without water for 3 days. So we tend to get very thirsty after like 6 hours. And so that alone should tell you that this is number one. You should always have some water. So I recommend this because it filters. When you get the filters, you get many months supply worth. You just open this lid up, fill it up, it'll light up green unless you reset it. And when it's ready to be reset, and I clean the jug out and I replace the filter once a month. And so that's when it's time to go do that, And I've been using it since 2017. So 4 years now, and literally like barely have bought a single bottle of water because of that. I just buy bottled water for if I have to go somewhere, but there's no excuse to buy bottled water now when you can just use that, fill up your metal canteen and go. So I always advise that number one, especially when there's shortages. Oh my god, how many hurricanes I've been through, and like shortages and stuff like that, and lockdowns and stuff, and like when everyone's panicking, I'm not, because I have years supply worth of filters, and I have this Brita pitcher, which I just use my tap water, fill it up through, and I've been using it for years. Nothing's happened to me. Nothing's, bad about it. As long as you follow the instructions. So I always recommend people have that. I still don't know why people are making excuses not to have that. It saved me from way too much stress, and it was the best. Like, I bought that on a feeling, on an intuition. I'm so glad I did back then, and I just knew. Right. So anyway, the next thing I recommend is gloves. So sometimes your car breaks down or whatever in the middle of the road. You just have to get going. You never know. There'd be people having a volcano and this and that. You never know. So I'm just saying, get this glove, which is very, very sturdy and rough on one side, okay, so that you can protect your fingers. And maybe you need to like change oil. I don't know how you do that. I don't know about mechanics or what have you not, but you never know. Okay, so glove I would pick, and I would recommend next, because you just may need to dig something up from a soil, or find whatever missing part in a car, and you just need to use your hand, and you can't oil your hand because you need a clean hand to drive. And that's something that's always good to have, a garden glove, a good old garden glove, not those flimsy nitrile or latex that just wouldn't do you any good. Okay, Candles, tea lights, these small ones, big ones, even electric candles, they work great. Doesn't have to be scented, this happens to be, but just have plenty. This is honestly too small. Get one that will last a very long time, okay? All right, so you can see in case of an outage, something people don't often discuss or think about, your car keys. Have you checked your battery lately? Have you replaced your battery? All right. Worst case, you have this. Make sure you have this switch to unlock your car, okay, in case it doesn't work. This is an old car battery, but make sure your lock, unlock, and panic button is functioning, okay? Have two, not just one. And have multiple batteries backed up, and make sure you know how to open it and unscrew it. Get yourself even like screwdrivers. There's even like screwdriver pens. This is just normal old pen. I recommend a pen always, or a marker. Always multiple as well. So you can just write quick information. If you're lost, let's say in a forest, you just happen to be lost, right on your hand, you know, a good old pen. You call someone because your power's out, you can't see, the computer's down, the battery's low. You have to write on a paper, right? You have to quickly have a pen handy. One like this that has this thing on it. So you can just clip it on a shirt. Bada bing, bada boom, you're on your way. Someone, you ask for help, there. You don't even need to try. It's right there. Convenient. People don't think about these things. Duct tape needs to put something together, repair broken pipes, frozen pipes. It's cold, then it's hot, then it's cold, then it's hot. You know, that's like every home has a health life and a shelf life. So, you know, sometimes there's multiple homes having that issue. So you just need to do the job beforehand so you don't come to a home that's like really just flooded, you know. So some good old regular duct tape is just perfect. Patch up a ripped shirt or a piece of clothing. You know, this is even good if you have an ouchie. It just like really quick just stops that ouchie, you know, in case you really need to do that. And even for goods like foods, like you need to keep protected. I just happened to like, maybe it was intuition, I don't know, but I just happened to buy this the other day. It just happens to be here. So 9 and 9 of, it doesn't even have to matter what, but these are energy bars. These happen to be coffee, give me energy in case you need energy to get up and go, whatever. And do a lot during the day, and these are great. They've given me a lot of caffeine and energy. And so a good old Cliff Bar, right? Like just whatever you use. There's all sorts of energy bars that you should always have at home in case there's no food available and you just like are too lazy to go to the grocery store and you just happen to need that, okay? So a necklace. Again, why do you think a necklace? I don't really like jewelry, but a necklace is always good to have in case you're lost. Let's say in a forest you just happen to be lost and you just leave this on like hanging from like a tree branch or something, and it lets people know like someone was here, and maybe like, you know, make sure it's pointing or guided to a different direction, or you know, like you can like, even people don't even realize you could do this, like literally you can actually like, let's say this is on a flat surface. I don't know if I can quite do that. Let's try it and see if I can do that. Yeah, I can. Oh my god, that's so cool. Like I can actually like, if it's on a flat, sturdy surface, like on a tree trunk or something, on the floor, no one's gonna see it. Like make sure like someone can see it. You can actually like shape an arrow like that. Like, how do I do this? Hold on. You can actually shape an arrow. You see that? You can like make an arrow to point to a direction. So like that's, people don't think about it. But yeah, it's like the number one, like in movies, the signifier of like someone was here, right? Like in Taken or whatever. You just, you know, this is also good for hanging on, putting on your, obviously for your neck, like to wear it as your jewelry, but to put things on it. So if you have those like paper clips, I recommend to put multiple things on it. So it like just goes around here and just like, you know, carries the things you need, so you don't have to use, like, we only have 2 hands, so it's very convenient. Or you could just like put it from your pants here and buckle that paper clip, and then like that chain can now hold multiple things. Make sure it's a good, strong, sturdy chain, not just some cheap old Chinese sterling silver. So anyways, this is a sponge, and I recommend you use a sponge because it's great for cleaning, absorbing spills, and you just need one sponge. You could just wring it out, squeeze it out, wash it in the lake, in the pond, if you're outside, whatever. And if you're a glasses wearer, if you need to see, or for your windshield, something got stuck to it, you know, you need a universal good old sponge. And I'm bringing glasses next because people forget to update the prescription. They can't see. Contacts, same. Make sure the screws are tight on here because they can break anytime and snap, and you can't drive and you can't see and you can't go anywhere, right? Especially if you're lost. Like, make sure you're up to date on your prescriptions. If you need to have if you have an ouchie and you need to go to the dentist, go do that. Same with your vision. If you have a headache, you know, do all your checkups and normal things well ahead of time, okay? And get your like 6 months to a year. I always get like a year ahead in advance for my contact lenses and put them somewhere cool in the shade in the closet safely, or no one can like reach them. A book, you know, sometimes you're waiting for power to go back on. You know what? You just need a little book, a fat book like this one that takes you like a whole month to finish, like this one. And you learn some new things about this world at the same time. Always great to be informed and up to date on things, okay? Also, make sure you have a non-broken head charger. These are easy to crack. People don't know. Doesn't matter what type, what brand, just like get multiple of these, and cables as well. Have them ready. If not, the duct tape's handy to like wrap and secure in place. But have the big ones. They're bigger, power boost, more faster. Have universal chargers. Have solar chargers. You know, have all types of chargers. I even showed you last time in the video the one that can plug in like. It's like it plugs to your phone and then like a power charge source at the same time. Like, have that on hand as well. Food, again, power bars can only last you so much, right? You can't just function on a power bar, so have at least some nutrients that are dry foods ready. I recommend you store these immediately in glass jars and containers. Just be careful not to break, because lately I almost stopped recommending glass because I've been so clumsy. I broke a bunch of like glass stuff in my house on accident. So just make sure, you know, if this is fine, but it won't last that long. And this plastic, cardboard, it's pretty useless if it rains and then all of a sudden you have soggy pasta, and you're carrying this outside in a tent or something. I also recommend everyone has at least one tent, you know, just for fun, you know, you never know, like if you want to go camping, whatever, it's good to have. Like, people don't realize that the stuff we buy is so dumb all the time. Like, oh my god, do you really need like all that makeup, or do you really need like all those DVD sets? Like, no, there's no time now. Like, you know, you need to like, you never know. We're just living in that world right now, and so it's like, I always like to stay prepared. I don't like to scare people. I don't like to say, you know, that's why I'm very like cool and casual, but you know, you just never know. So cash is king, as they say. So have plenty of Jacksons, Franklins, whatever, Inns, Hamiltons. Fan yourself with it, have fun. No, I mean, it's always good to have some, okay? In case everything's just power outage, then you just need to like do some quick exchange. Also, if that is just useless, gold and silver. So this happens to be a silver bar. It has a tracking ID in it as well. So if someone just takes it from you, they know exactly where to go and find the culprit. So, you know, this is also a great kind of like trade. You know, back in the old days, you know, people just had to do what they had to do and trade things, you know. I guess some of this can be used as trade, like, I'll trade my pasta for your battery charger or whatever. Like, food's more important anyway than having to reach out to someone that when the power's out, like, no, you can't even reach out to anyone anyway in the first place. But anyway, so those are the top what not have you things I recommend. These are all great. They kind of link and work within each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, the duct tape can can take care of that ripped glove or that broken battery charger, that broken pen, that broken container. You know, like they kind of link together as well. So that chain can hold like your car keys and your pen. You never know. You know what I'm saying. So, oh yeah. I guess a bookmark can be handy as well, right? Like in some ways, if you really think about it. All right, guys. Oh, especially that Brita jug. Well, I don't know if that would work. Like, I guess the plastic could crack if you drop it. I have yet to drop this, but I guess if you're not careful, just be careful, you know, like trying to be that much in a hurry and drop things, you know, again. But, you know, it's that time of year, you know, I kind of made a video like this about just maybe over a year ago this time. And yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Or not enjoyed, whatever, you know, just do what you gotta do. Live your life the fullest and the best. Oh my, there's 2 lizards mating on my screen. Okay, well, no wonder they keep coming back. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed, subscribe and tap the bell. I'm gonna go and do an ASMR video now. All right, I'll catch you on the other side. Take care now, bye-bye.